Art started pretty early for me, and growing up with parents that didn't appreciate art whatsoever, and actually went through hard times. And I'm first generation here, so they went through the war and all that in Europe. And of course, art was not a viable option for anybody to do. So was very discouraged early on from doing anything artistic. So I went out, got a regular job, but I always did art on the side. And I ended up teaching art, showing art, competing. I've written illustrated a kid's book, and I'm still doing it, and I'm not slowing down anytime soon. I've taken short-term classes, and that way I learn new techniques, and I also take those techniques to teach my students as well. I do everything from quite small, so like a 4x6, to my large pieces I've got in the other room that are, the biggest one I've done is 4x5 feet. So that's, and acrylic, of course, that would be. So quite a diverse range, and when I'm teaching, I also want something to bring to my students, so that's why I do a lot of different styles, different subjects. Some of it's for my own interest, of course, but my students appreciate it as well. I start very transparent because I'm a watercolorist, so of course we use transparent colors for the most part. So I do that also in my acrylic work to start with, and then I superimpose the more opaque colors on top with some of the transparents underneath showing through. So that's quite a traditional way I'm working with what I call traditional acrylic now. These are done on hot press paper, again a little different surface, hot press and watercolor paper, and they've got writing in all the background areas here. So this is called Let the Ruins Come to Life, and each of these little segments of writing ends in the word life. And same with that one is Stories of the Walls. So each of these little writing pieces end in the word walls. Some pieces that I do where the background starts very abstract, and then I superimpose stuff on top that then becomes the view. For example, that urban scene, or this one here, for example, is an underpainting of very abstract, and in fact you start just throwing stuff on, turn the canvas, throw some more stuff on, turn the canvas another 90 degrees, put some more stuff on, decide what orientation you want, and then do the finished scene on top. So for me, I love the combination of abstract backgrounds and a little bit of superimposed realism. For example, the landscape, so some trees, a rock feeling, a mountain sky feeling. But if you look up very close, there's a lot of really interesting hidden stuff in the background. So that's sort of where I'm going more with my art. There's more art in my home than in any gallery in Red Deer.